Hi, welcome to No Aim, No Gain. In this video, we're going to show you 9 surefire ways that you can make money online. This can include no money down or little money to be put down. It could also include experience that you've had in the past that you've had, which you haven't really taken on board or you haven't done anything with your jobs, such as a skill that you learned in school, where you can implement it to really make some money online, or just properties or possessions that you have that can help you to make on money online. So stick to the end, and it's going to be very exciting ways of making money. So the first way to make money online is if you were good at school with literature, especially English, then you can make money through Amazon Kindle. So you can publish your own books, and you can sell them. You can be about anything, fiction or non-fiction. Now there's a lot of price points you could start off with. A lot of publishers, they start off with basically offering the books for free, just to get the consumers in and to boost their reviews and their rankings on Amazon. Then once they're comfortable, then they can start to increase the price, and the commissions on the books are very good. So the Amazon will take 30%, but you get a nice chunky 70%. So if you've got experience in writing, then why not give it a go? I mean, it can maybe change your life. Number two, the second way that you can make money online is, again, from on the back of the first point that I made, was you can maybe start, if you've got experience in certain area, such as developer or something similar, or anything which you may believe that may have value to somebody's life, then you can maybe start to create a course on Udemy. So what you do is you create the course, and then you can potentially start to make money off the courses. A lot of courses that I've found are to do with developer and personal development, but it doesn't limit to that. So you can possibly go on to any areas, or I definitely recommend you check that out. The third one is quite controversial, but in my opinion, you can potentially make money depending on how much money you got, is AliExpress dropshipping. Now, I've discussed this in my previous video where I've mentioned that you do need to put a little bit of money down. But a tip that I would advise you is to potentially looking at a niche product. So something that other competitors haven't really possibly not haven't sold. So you can maybe go down the line of possibly selling that product and seeing how it goes. But again, like I mentioned in my other videos, you really need to put money down, and it's all about experimenting. Now, word of caution, you will lose money at the start, but once you get the ball rolling, then it is possible you can make an income from selling at AliExpress. But I would strongly recommend, before you actually do consider AliExpress, to watch one of my previous videos where I mentioned the pitfalls that you may have as a beginner, which people don't really discuss. They don't really discuss, like, they only discuss like the money you can make, but what actually problems you're going to encounter, and there are quite a lot of them. So in my opinion, there's more of downside than an upside, but I have put this in today just for you to consider. Number 5, the next one I've put down is potentially learning how to become a developer. There's so many free courses out there. What I would recommend you do is maybe start off with something really basic and simple, such as learning HTML and CSS, and potentially JavaScript. They're very easy to learn. I mean, you can pick them up within as little as 1 to 2 months, but you really need to put in the effort down, because it can be quite daunting at first, but it's also quite challenging, because if you don't if you're not consistent, then what you do is you basically start to lose off what you've learned over time. So you really need to be consistent with that. I mean, once you get into it, it's quite enjoyable actually, to create your own website. Um, there's loads of different avenues that you can go down. I mean, the industry is always needs developers, so you can potentially apply for jobs. Another area that you can go down is that you can become a freelancer on the back of that, so you can maybe lower your prices against your competition. It is quite competitive out there, but again, there's actually employers out there that are quite selective upon who they hire, because they're not necessarily going to hire the cheap labor, but somebody that can get in contact with. Because I mean, from my experience as an employer hiring a developer, I've noticed that um, developers within my time zone or region are easier to get a hold of rather than contacting developers that are 5-6 hours ahead of you. It can be very frustrating, so don't let it hold you back from wanting to become a developer, just because it can be competitive out there. Because once you gain a reputation as a very good developer and you gain the reviews, then you can start to raise your prices, and people are willing to pay, because on the back of how you've built your reputation. It does take quite a while, so again, I'd recommend you to think about that. Number 6, create your YouTube channel. So I mean, what you don't want to do is just create a YouTube channel just for the fun of it. You really want to do create a YouTube channel where you're actually going to create value. I personally would uh, I personally say that you should do something that create a channel on the back of that is something you're passionate about. So whether that be cars, fashion, sports, or potentially even religion, something that you where if you discuss it with your friends and around your friends, there's a topic that you're always good at, that everyone always comes to you, then I recommend maybe um, creating a channel at the back of it. So it's really important that you um, obviously whatever you think is best for you, and you know something well, then you can create value by creating a channel. Number 7 is creating online surveys. So for a few surveys, you can potentially make a few quid. It's probably the least favorable one, but it has made it on the list of. If you go down in the description, I've left links on which sites are best for you to fill out surveys. I mean, it can be a long and daunting process having to fill out surveys, but I've created this video today for all different types of people, and some have a lot more patience than others. Number 8. Number 8, depending on how comfortable you are, is potentially renting out your apartment through a marketplace such as Airbnb. So if you've got a spare room that you're not using, or you are constantly traveling and you've got apartment free, then it's best to utilize that space by renting on Airbnb. I mean, there's people that are making quite good money on Airbnb, just letting their apartment out. You can let it out for a day or two, or up to over a month, depending on your life and your lifestyle. So I definitely recommend looking into that if you've got the if that's suit you. And finally, last but not least, number 9. So this is similar to the Airbnb where you're renting your apartment, but similar to renting your apartment, you could probably consider looking at renting your car space. So you go onto an app called Just Park. So when you're at work, or you're studying and you drive, and you've just got the parking space there, depending on which area you live in. I mean, in certain parts of London, this this market's booming, because there's always going to be a demand for parking. I remember when I traveled to London for the day on a Saturday. I mean, the prices just preparing trying to find parking space was really bad. There was charges of up to 20-30 pounds per day. So I went onto the Just Park app and I managed to find a good parking spot not too far from central London for literally £5 for the whole day. So I was really impressed by that. I mean, you could do exactly the same by renting a parking spaces. Actually, people making quite good money, and it's a type of passive income that you're making. So why not give it a go? We're also going to discuss passive income in another video. So stay tuned. So yeah, those are the 9 ways that you can make money online. Really look at it and consider which one you feel is best for you. So there's and what I would really advise you to do is you really need to sit down and actually put into the work into it, because it's not just gonna happen very easily. It does take quite a long time. I mean, if one of these points is relevant to your skills, then really go ahead with it. I mean, there's nothing stopping you. So yeah, that's all for today. We're going to wrap up now. So I really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification, and we're going to create more videos that's going to add value and really help you out, whether that's in business or personal life. So stay tuned and thank you for watching.